Welcome everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Gunner Fan TV. I genuinely believe that Arsene Wenger is and will be the best ever coach that ever walked through the doors of Arsenal Football Club. No other coach will ever get to that level and I think surpass that level. And this is why I have him in the back here. Arteta will never get here. Playing the style of football he just insists on playing. He will never get to this level. No matter how much money you spend, billions of dollars spent, quality players coming through the door, you'll never get to this level. Never get here because he's just not good enough. And I say that because today he had the opportunity to go into this Liverpool game at Anfield. The squad that he has at his disposal, the quality, despite the injuries that we have, the quality he has at his disposal. And he goes out today and he starts Marino, Mikel Marino in the midfield, bro. Make that make sense to me. While you have Eberici Eze, one of the most creative midfielders we have in our team right now. Not to mention Martin Odegaard, even though he's coming back from an injury. Okay, he wasn't 100%. He was still on the bench. And you have Eze at your disposal. I don't care if Eze has only been with the team 6, 7 days or a week. It doesn't matter at his level. He's 27. He's at the peak of his career right now. He's been playing in the Premier League for numerous seasons now. He's played Liverpool in the Community Shield. He's played Liverpool seasons past. He's constantly been the best player for Crystal Palace. Eze could go into the Spanish team and still look better than Marino. He doesn't need any time to come into Arsenal team and start over Marino. Let that be the case. That's what I'm arguing today. Mikel Marino should not be my starting 11 when I have Eberici Eze sitting on my bench. And that was the major mistake today that cost us 3 points. This is the worst I've ever seen Liverpool play at Anfield against Arsenal. I've seen they played who did they play today? And it was 4-2. Um uh Bournemouth? I don't remember. The team that Semenyo plays for. And he scored 2 that day. Allergies are killing me. Bournemouth, right? Bournemouth. Yeah. And they went to Anfield and they gave them a fight. And we showed up in Anfield with a stronger team than Liverpool on paper. The team that we brought to Anfield, even though we're missing Saka, Havertz, and Saliba came off, that team is a stronger team than Liverpool's team. Overall, our depth that we had was way strong. And this is what we've been asking for years. If Arsene Wenger, imagine if Arsene Wenger had this team. Imagine if Arsene Wenger had $1 billion spent. He probably wouldn't have room to hold titles, bro. He would need more hands to hold titles. And Mikel Arteta can't say anything about the Cronkies now because they're spending money, bro. So all these fans who are talking about, oh, the owners this, the owners that, they're spending money, bro. And Mikel Arteta goes to Anfield for a draw. Why not go with your strongest team? In his press conference, its post match interview, excuse me, I heard him say and I like what the journalist was asking him too. He was asking him, "Hey, why not take the risk and just start Eberici? Like the fans who drove down here wanted to see that. They were crying for that. Why didn't you? Why didn't you do that? He's been with us for only 6 days. That was his answer. He's been with us for 5 days. Pretty much, he's saying you're a coward. You are a coward for you to have a quality player like Eze in your team, right? Fit and available, right? And you don't start him. You put in Marino, who has been the worst midfielder I've seen in Arsenal history. I'm going there. I'm saying that. Well, I'm exaggerating. I'm exaggerating. But you signed him to play midfield, and he's the worst signing I've ever seen. Like, like the signing you made, I'm losing my mind right now. Like he's no good in midfield, bro. He looked good playing playing in the forward position when Havertz and Jesus was injured last year. I'll give him that. But you didn't buy him as a striker. You bought him as a midfielder, and he's a terrible midfielder. And you have Eberiche Eze as a quality midfielder sitting on your bench for this game to go to Anfield, your best option, and you refuse to use him. And you tried putting him in when you were losing. Like you're reacting. As soon as the game started, like we everyone saw that lineup and knew that Eberiche should be in that starting lineup. Should be in that starting lineup. I just don't get it with Mikel Arteta, bro. He makes you so upset, bro. That we don't act like a big club. Like you go to Anfield, you need to win. You have all the tools to win. You have all the resources to win. Just go out there, bring the team. You already brought the team. So just put them on the field and let them play. You have the team, bro, and you go out there and you do nonsense. You start all defensive midfielders, bro. How are you going to create a chance for a striker? You have a traditional number 9 at your disposal, and you are using defensive midfielders to create chances for that forward. That's not going to work, bro. You're not going to create anything. And it shows in the stats. Liverpool, more possession, more shots on target. It's going to show. You know what I'm saying? More accuracy in passes because they have more creative midfielders, bro. Our defense is never the issue. Since he bottled it two seasons ago or 3 seasons ago now, it's like he has PTSD and he refuses to play attacking football. And Martinelli again, dude. Like when are we gonna realize that? Not we, it's him. When he's gonna realize that Martinelli, he's washed up. And I'm gonna have some pity on Martinelli because no attacking player will get better under the style of play. Like this style that Arteta has, this way of playing, no attacking player will ever develop and get better. So Martinelli will continue to be worse under Mikel Arteta because he's asking him to do too much defensive work. And we all know this. Like every Arsenal fan knows this. Everybody who watches Arsenal and supports Arsenal, you don't have to be an Arsenal fan to see this, bro. The only player that's actually elevated his game is Saka, and because Saka has a different mentality. That's it. You know what I mean? But every attacking player, they're not playing to their strengths in this team under Mikel Arteta. Because Martinelli, he does so much defensive work that by the time he needs to go forward, like he's cooked. He doesn't have the energy. And that's not just an excuse. He looks like he just lacks quality right now. And that could be a combination of all of that, all of that stuff. Him defending too much and he's focusing on defending and attacking. Yes, I do want my team to defend, but if you're an attacker, I expect you to attack more. I'm not asking Mo Salah in Liverpool's team to go help out in defense. I know that's not his strength, right? We have attackers of that quality and that caliber, but this is why we're getting so much injuries because we're asking players to do too much. We're asking them to do too much, and their bodies just cannot handle it. We're asking them to go up and down the pitch equally, bro. Equally. It's not a balance. That's not a balance. That's why you have the defense and that's why you have the attack. You know what I mean? You will never ask your defenders to go do the same work your attackers are doing. That doesn't make any sense. But you're asking your attackers to come back and do equal work as a defense, bro. You're gonna have injuries. You're definitely gonna have injuries. And we're seeing that. We're losing players left and right. The issue I have today now, I feel like Martinelli would have done better if we had any one of those creative midfielders. We had three options on the bench, right? We had Odegaard, who wasn't 100%. We had Eze, who was fit and ready to go. And we had Ethan, right? And he didn't use either of those guys, and that cost us the game. And again, it wasn't much in it. It was a great free kick by Dominic Sabaslai. Great free kick, not taking anything away from that. However, there wasn't really much in it. They didn't look like they were going to score at all. They picked up in the second half, but they didn't look like they weren't really a threat. Honestly, if we had some creative spark, we could have won that. We could have won that game. We could have definitely won that game. And he's so reactionary, Mikel Arteta. What he does in the second half, he has Ethan on the bench, who's been playing Saka's position last season. He played that position when Saka was out. We thought he was going to put him in when Odegaard went out. He didn't, right? When Saka went out, he actually put him out there, and he did very well. He did well. And what does Mikel Arteta do when we're 1-0 down? He puts on a 15-year-old in Max Dowman to go do the job while you have Ethan Wanieri on the bench, bro. Make it make sense to me. It's like this manager wants the fans to dislike him. And let's not, they're not gonna get rid of Mikel Arteta. So let's not sing that song. Unless we, the Arsenal fans, do something about it. And you have too many fans who love Arteta. Yes, he's brought us here, but we need to go to this level. That's the level we need to get to now. And if he's not that coach, then we just need to just let it go and get somebody else who could. We're tired, bro. The fans are tired, and I know people are going to talk about it's only the third game of the season, but we've seen this for the last 6 years. He has the right tools, he has the right recipe, and he's still burning up the food, bro. The food still tastes like crap. You have all the right tools, bro, all the right recipes, and you're still not making the team cook. You know what I mean? Like it's we've seen it before. I know. Yeah, people are gonna say, "Oh, it's just 3 games," but Liverpool now is 3 for 3, and we've just lost our first game that we should have won. There's no excuses this season. There's no excuses for Mikel Arteta. And if he doesn't do something this season, I know the Cronkies aren't gonna fire him. They're not gonna fire him because he's bringing in so much revenue, so much fan love. Like the fans love Arsenal again. They're spending so much money. I've been to the Armory, and the Armory's packed every match day. The Armory's packed, bro. The stadium is packed. It's gonna take it's gonna take something for them to realize that they gotta get rid of him. And I don't think these fans are up for it. They're still gonna buy jersey. They're still gonna buy merch. They're still gonna show up at the games. So if this is the kind of results we want, if if this is the ambition that we have as a club, then okay. Let's not complain about anything. Let's not analyze anything. Let's just watch the game let's just watch the games every week, every season, and just continue living. But if we're tired of being laughed at about not winning trophies, not being a big club in Europe and everywhere else, then we need to make a big decision because this is not good enough, bro. You can't have all the tools and still not make it across the line. This is the season. I don't care if Eberechi wasn't he's fit. I don't care if he just came to the club. He's ready. He's played Liverpool several times. Like he could walk into Spain team and still be better than Mikel Marino, bro. So what's the point? I've had enough, bro. I've had enough. I've had enough. And we need to do something this season. We need to win a major trophy this season, bro. Or this guy needs to go. I don't care. There's many other big coaches out there. He needs to go. If he cannot deliver this season with the team he has, bro, he needs to go.